Okay, what's going on, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. Y'all see the thumbnail, man? Well, you see the title. You see the title, and you know, Dr. Tierson Johnson is live now, so you catch this on a recast. You do. The game is coming on in about an hour, so I'm gonna be done around that time. But there's an old biblical phrase, be in the world but not of the world. And using the Spider-Man reference, like with the multiverse, you get what I'm saying? You gotta sometimes I ask, are black men living in the alternate universe? Because the things that I see and the things that happen, in some ways you say it doesn't, for me, it doesn't make sense. And the reason why it doesn't make sense is because it's only a logic that people come up with us. And so, am I as a black man crazy, or is the world crazy? So excuse me. Let's try with this one. You can have a group of black men come to your house at midnight to beat you up and have guns on them. And if you shoot them, you go to jail, but they never get arrested. And you're on trial and they're testifying against you as if they didn't come to your house to beat you up and shoot you. And they send messages and they're like, yeah, you dead tonight. They constantly repeating, we're gonna kill you and you dead tonight. But yet and still they can be in court. It was him, Your Honor. It was him. So I gotta ask myself, man, what world are we living in? Like seriously, because obviously that's fair game. That makes a whole lot of sense, right? When it comes to black men, that makes a whole lot of sense. So common sense goes out the window. Using even, the because that was an event that the police had to be called. Using the police, what's going on? Using the police. It's one of those things where, a police officer is scared of you on site you ran a red light, or you ran a stop sign, or you get what I'm saying, or you're speeding. Oh, I gotta have my gun. I gotta have my gun locked and loaded and pointed for a traffic ticket because are you coming from the commission of a bank robbery or a homicide or a drug deal, and you have any drugs in the car? Do you have like a kilo in the trunk, under the spare tire, uh, did you just leave a gang initiation where you shot somebody? Like, is this a speeding ticket? Yes. Well, why don't you just write me a speeding ticket? So everybody that you write a speeding ticket, you got the gun drawn out. It's no police chase. It's no evading arrest. It's whoop, whoop. Okay, I'm pulling over, you pulling over, but I got to have a gun on me. Okay, interesting. So how many times have you had the gun put on you on a rolling stop or failure to signal or something like that? It's like, well, it just makes sense because you're a black guy. You're a black guy, so we have to have the gun out. I gotta protect myself. I gotta go home to my family safe. You could have killed me on a traffic stop, but if I kill you on a traffic stop and you don't go home to your family safe, that's how it's supposed to go. That's America, right? That's reality. That's the world we live in. I can blow your head off because I got a gun out on a traffic stop. And I'm coming in your car with a gun and an attitude. It's like, oh, okay. And everybody can, well, what did he do? What did he say? Did he blink? What kind of shoes did he have on? What did his shirt say? It's like, okay. Something scared him. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, maybe I'm just in a different reality. Maybe it's just an alternate universe. I mean, maybe down is up and up is down and right is left and left is right and wrong is right and right is wrong. Hey, fine, fine. It's no problem. You know, it's no problem. And the reality that I know, if a man is in a relationship and he gets angry and he puts his hands on his woman, he's going to jail. If a woman gets in a relationship and she puts her hands on a man, it's I was in my feelings. I had my emotions. You know, she could stab you. She could shoot you. Hey, do you know? I mean, if a woman cheats on a man, and he hit her with the with a super kick, Shawn Michaels style. Oh, you're definitely going to jail for assault. But a woman, he cheated on me, so I killed him. And then everybody's going to pop up. Well, what did he do? He cheated. He deserved to get shot with a shotgun in his sleep. He deserved it. You shouldn't cheat on a woman. There's no fear, and hell has no fury like a woman scorned. So he should. So it's okay that he killed her. That she killed him. That's okay. I mean, you don't play with people's feelings. Oh, okay. You remember that dude knocked that chick for cheating on him? Well, man shouldn't do that. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. But I thought you said don't play with people's feelings. Well, it's different. Fine. We're in a different, I get it. We're in an alternate universe. It's just a completely different reality. All right, I get it. Hey, everybody, if that's what you think, that's what you think. I saw a brother, I think ABL posted this on Instagram. There was in Florida, they're saying, undocumented illegal work, immigrants or illegal workers will no longer be able to be employed in the state of Florida. And then I saw this Hispanic lady like, let's see who's gonna do all the work then. And then they have this post about when Mexicans do the work and when white people do the work. So Mexicans doing the work efficiently, getting it done. White people doing the work is a total debacle. And the brother pops up. It's like, I've been in construction pretty much, all my adult life. I can do everything when it comes to construction. But last time I checked, y'all didn't want black men doing construction. That's why y'all hired these illegal, undocumented workers in the first place, because you didn't want to pay black people, the going rate for the job, because it was too many black people, black men in particular, in the skills trades. Too many black tradesmen, too many guys. Are we not paying the niggers? And then when they said, well, who's going to do the job? The guy said, well, you ain't asking the black people to do the job, did you? Black men could do the job. We certified for it. But then he goes, huh? Oh, no, wait. Because they didn't say, get the black people to do it, because they know black people already have done it and still do it to this day. But hey, for me, that's true. That's common sense. That's regular reality. But hey, maybe I'm just in an alternate universe. Maybe I'm seeing something that the vast majority of the world and society just doesn't see. Maybe everybody's right and I'm wrong. Hey, fine, that's no problem. No problem. Shout out to Ike and Dr. Thunder. We did a case closed today about immigration in Chicago. You see how black people in Chicago are like, hey, that's enough of this illegal immigration, man. We got enough now. And one of the things I talked about was, when people say, what about Chicago? It's like, oh, the black guys, the black young men, and the black men in Chicago are just shooting up the city. And I just got to point out that, it's known fact that the Mexican cartels, that's their hub city. That's one of their hub cities, Chicago. So all the drugs that cause all the crime is coming from who? The cartels. But you know what? Nobody says, what about the cartels in Chicago? Because, hey, if you get rid of the cartels, you probably put a dip in the crime. But, I mean, maybe it's just me. Because it's got to be just all the black men's fault. Because, hey, man, the black men are shooting up the city with all the cocaine that they're not bringing in, and the weed that they're not bringing in, and the fentanyl that they're not bringing in from these cartels who are shooting up the spot too. But nobody says the cartels and them other gangs are shooting up stuff. So I was like, hey, I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just me. We just live in a different reality. What's up, Ray? Yeah. Yeah, and that's the reality of society right there. That's the reality. So, okay, fine. No big deal. No big deal. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm in an alternate reality. Maybe the world that I thought about and the world that, in common sense ain't common, right? You know, they say maybe if you and a woman have sex that and you're single and she's single and you live at your place and she lives at her place and you wind up getting and she gets pregnant, you get her pregnant and she has the baby and she says you've abandoned your family and y'all never lived together and y'all were never married and daddy's automatically a deadbeat. I mean, oh wow. I mean, I didn't know it was a family. I'm sorry, like I didn't know. You know, I didn't know this guy that you met sometimes on a one night stand or met, that you dated for a little bit and y'all decided to go raw rather quickly and then you got pregnant. I didn't know that when you went over his place or he went over your place, all of a sudden y'all had a whole household together. And and now he didn't, I thought, the way you make it sound, you was married and you got pregnant and he just left the baby, I'm going to get some cigarettes and never came back. But hey, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's just an alternate reality. I didn't know. I didn't know that's what's going on, right? You know, just saying. In the world that I live in, you know, when black men kill each other, it's glorified. Yeah, you hit a crowd roaring like a Sunday night NFL game. You know, but whether the guy did something good, right or wrong, right? We can make the music about it. We vibe to it. The beat is killing it. We rocking. But if a non-black person, you know, gets out of pocket and it's time to get that work and possibly break their neck or actually end their life, then it's we shall overcome. We shall over. You can't do that. You can't do that. I know. He tried to kill you. I know you can't defend yourself because he's not black. I know. He stole from you, but you can't go get your stuff back because he's not black. Like what? Maybe I'm in an alternate reality, man. What was going on? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I didn't know. You're supposed to be a gangster with other black men and supposed to, be a lamb, with non-black men. I didn't. I'm sorry. And I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Hey, whatever. But maybe it's just a different reality I'm seeing. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing something, that it just doesn't exist. You know, it's funny, but I mean, the world that I live in, I've seen presidents scold black men at their graduations. Just you black men need to, you black men need to. We had a graduation. What are you doing? Okay, okay. I've seen presidents and vice presidents say, we're not doing anything for the blacks. Nothing. And then sign a bill for the Jewish people. Sign a bill for the Asians. Sign a bill for the gays. Yes. Sign a bill for, what is it? The refugees. Sign a bill for the immigrants. Sign the bill for the illegal immigrants. We can't do anything. It's America. If you got to do something for somebody, you got to do something for everybody. But y'all not doing. You know what? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. I can't believe my lying eyes. It is what it is. You know, just a different reality. Maybe it's about to get ugly. Okay. Maybe, all the disrespect that I think is disrespect isn't disrespect. It's just heavenly affection, right? Maybe all the years when I was a kid that black men ain't ish and black men are all dogs, and black men don't do nothing, ain't been nothing, you know, black men are no good, black men are not faithful, black men are not good men. To turn around and ask those very men, what you need to do is you need to come to the community and and take care of all the people who cussed you out your whole life. Oh, okay. You remember those people who said you wasn't ish? Yeah. What you need to do is you need to build a store and a business and employ all of those people. You remember all those people that said you were dogs? Yeah. What you need to do is date those people, marry them, and take care of them and their kids that they don't have with you. Okay. 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 You remember the people that said you were no good? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you were irresponsible and undependable? Yeah, yeah. I remember all that. Well, they're mad at you because you're not going to be responsible for them. So until you're responsible for them, you're nobody. I gotta be I gotta be responsible for people who said I was irresponsible and I wasn't ish. Yeah, yeah. That's the only way. That's the only way you can prove yourself as a real man. To take care of ungrateful people. They're not ungrateful. They just act ungrateful until you take care of their whole lives. So they're not ungrateful. They just act ungrateful, but their actions are ungrateful. Yeah, their treatment of me shows ungrateful. Yeah, but deep down in their heart, they just waiting on you, to pay all their bills for the rest of their life. And then when you die, they gonna appreciate you. They really love you. Does this make really sense? Does this make sense? Yes, this is how it's supposed to go. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me, but I guess it's not supposed to because black men we live in an alternate universe. Well, I guess so. I mean, I guess Does this work for any? Do these things work for anybody else on this planet in this universe at this particular time? And he asked, no, no, hell no. You think no? You think anybody else is going to take care of somebody that's ungrateful? No, 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 no. Hell no. But you got to do it. It's your God given burden. Like okay, all right, all right, all right. Hey, whatever, man. You know, you got people say that tell fathers, that mothers that tell fathers, I'm the mama and the daddy. Okay, okay, and then when things go bad, you need to talk to your daddy. Well, how you gonna be the mom and the daddy, and then make sure the daddy don't is not the don't doesn't isn't participating as the daddy, and then say the kid needs a daddy, and not look in the mirror, mama, daddy. Like what? No, no, no. See. What you got to do is, I know. She said she's the mom and the daddy, and I know it's ridiculous. And I know, and what she wants you to do is fight with her, but don't fight with her, but don't fight her. You know what I'm saying? Just argue with her all the time and say the magic argument words to make her bow down and act like she got sense. And then when you argue with her enough, you know, and then you call her out her name and say, straight motherfucker. And then she go, oh, you a man. Okay, you the really the daddy. You almost beat me. Okay, being with your baby. It's like, do you hear this stupid stuff? Does this actually make sense? It makes a whole lot of sense. It does. Okay, I just can't. I don't get it. I can't. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't know how this works. I just don't. I just don't. I'm sorry. You know. They say men are protectors and providers. You know, okay. So you're supposed to protect and provide. Yes, that's what a real man does. Okay. And what are women supposed to do? Like, and he protects, he provides, and what does she do again? Like, she nurtures, she takes care of the kid, and she takes care of the home. Huh. Okay. So black men are supposed to protect and provide. Yeah. But when we get home, she's supposed to be belligerent and unnurtured, and we're supposed to actually help her like cook and clean and take care of the home, but just not the kids, but just but take care of like because she needs help. She needs help putting the dishes in a dishwasher and pulling them out the dishwasher. She needs help cooking the food. And even if you buy it and she might not feel like cooking it, you might have to go out and buy some more food for the whole family, like because she needs to rest in her femininity while you work yourself to death on both ends. I'm sorry, that's not working yourself on. That's just being a super duper great man who protects and provides. You know, you got to protect and provide and nurture and take care of the home and take care of the household. And then, what does she get to do in that? Oh man, she gets to rest in her femininity, go get her hair done, go get her nails, and just kick it. Yeah, yeah. And you're supposed to work for that. Yeah, you're supposed to go to work. Work over, get a good job, work overtime, be an entrepreneur, build a business, and all of your money is for to make sure you take care of all of that stuff. And if she works, all of that money is supposed to be for her and her alone. So, so, so I take care of the household, but she doesn't contribute to the household, and I got to take care of everything, and she gets to just be on spring break like for the whole time. Like she works. Yeah, I mean she works, but for who? Like does she actually take care of the kids? Well, yeah, but no. Like she takes care of them, but you're gonna reimburse her. Okay, so exactly what am I? So what are people doing for me? Like how they making this easy on me? Oh no, they're not gonna make it easy on you. They're actually gonna make it harder on you, and you're supposed to love it. That's what a family does. Oh, okay. Oh, and by the way, you don't get credit for anything you do. Actually, everything you do is thrown out the back door, and all the credit is given to mom. What? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, we see. This is not making sense, man. This is not making sense. But hey, maybe it's just me. Maybe in the black male alternate universe, maybe everybody else makes sense and we don't. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. What have black men contributed to America? That's an interesting question. You want to see all the things? Well, you guys didn't do anything. Oh, wait. You know what? Um, there are other months. Like we know American history, right? We know all the history of what white people did and didn't do in this country. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Could you name anything that white people did in this country that was not rooted in devious behavior? You know, there was not, a crime wasn't commissioned. You know, you know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. But now you know what is it? It's Pride Month, LGBT, QRLMNOP, TUV, all that. So I wonder what their history is gonna look like. Huh. Who are their great leaders, and because they're fighting for equality. So what I want to know what have they done again? What have they contributed to America again? Besides sex with the same sex, like I don't know, I know the Hispanic Heritage Month came. I think it came and went. I'm not mistaken. Or it's about to come. Oh, I forget. How much Hispanic history we learning in America about all the great achievements and the struggles and all of the great figures. I mean, we're gonna get some CRT on this stuff because we're gonna need it. What about the Asian history? We're gonna see what Asians have done in this country. We're gonna see. About Jewish history in America, we're gonna, you know, this thing where everybody's contributed, but since we have much history and there is no CRT, and I'm glad we learned and everybody else. It's like to me that people ain't contributing or contributed to this country the way they say. Just saying. Seems like a lot of all these groups' contribution to America, the vast majority of them hinged on something black men did in particular. I'm just, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in an alternate universe. Maybe the part of all of this history wasn't tied to, I don't know, the civil rights movement. So was Asians. I don't know. So was part of the Jewish thing. I don't know. The Jewish history in America is tied to communism and Nazism. And you know what? We're gonna be white. What we gonna do? Just change the name. Change your name. Okay. I'm just saying. Just saying. Because with black men, it's like, what of all the things that black men invented? Oh, it's a plethora. It's a laundry list of them. How many black families, actually have the money from that? Not that many. Why not? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I think America doesn't like black people having money for the things that they invent. Yeah, it's just a certain thing. A lot of the things you use in your house, black man invented. Somehow him and his family couldn't actually get paid off of it. But some white family got paid off of it. But maybe it's just a different reality. I say that to say, then when the black men can get in the business of stealing other people's intellectual properties and not go to jail for it, right? We could get rich, right? Like if other people have an idea, we just steal it and and reproduce it and repackage it and bring it to the nation. Hey, there's no way we're going to get sued or thrown in jail, and we can have a great company, based on a stolen intellectual property. Come on now, it's like black men needs to have potato chip company, like white people have potato chip companies. Black men invented potato chips, but somehow couldn't have a potato chip company. Just saying. Like, can't get a potato chip company and you invented potato chips? Yeah. Ain't got no brother can't have a peanut butter company, but brothers may invented peanut butter. But hey, the man that invented peanut butter got his genitals chopped off when he was a child because he was adopted by a white family. And so, I mean, there was no way to pay this man back, right? And he also created, the for the automotive plant of building cars, right? But any kickbacks from that? Any residuals from that? No, not really. But hey, I guess contributions in America don't count unless you make money off of them. Hey, it is what it is, right? And speaking of that, the reason I bring stuff like that up is because, hey, man, with black men, you can live a lie, man. We have hard facts and hard lies in this country. Like, I don't know, you could be acquitted of murder and be called a murderer for the rest of your life. You could be acquitted of any crime and be called a criminal in that crime for the rest of your life. Interesting. I don't know. I'm just saying. They can make TV shows and movies about the crime that you got acquitted for as if you're in jail for it, and you're not. But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. You can get acquitted for homicide, and they discontinue a whole SUV because it was tied to a crime. It was tied to a police chase for a crime you got acquitted of. And the Bronco just came back. I don't know. Maybe you can go to jail for false accusations, find out that they're false while you're in prison, get it all overturned because it was illegal, and then still be called, I don't know, like a sexual assaulter. Like, hey man, hey man, this Me Too thing is a trip, ain't it? You can go to jail for a RICO charge and you're the only one in your criminal organization. I've never seen that before. Never. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's tripping because maybe black men live in an alternate universe where all this stuff actually makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know. Sometimes I think I wonder. I wonder. Like even when I think about Pan Africanism of black men, and I'm gonna just go there with some of this, man. So we should go. We should return back to Africa, our homeland, our motherland, to the same countries that sold us to white people and shipped us to America and forgot we ever existed until the civil rights movement when they feel like they could make some money. And now we should work, in America and take our money and our knowledge and go back to Africa and give them that money and that knowledge. We should pay, you know, we should pay Africa for sending us here. Yeah. I guess. I mean, with no understanding of how crazy that sounds, because hey, we're black men. Hey, man, in a regular world, that makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, it wouldn't be. Would it be something like I don't know? Would it be something like Jewish people in Israel or in America or wherever they at, like Germany telling them to come home because we need your resources. Come back home. Come home to the land that we tried to kill you from, so you can give us some of the money to make it better. I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense when you say it that way, but I guess it makes sense when you say it in the black male way. Maybe I'm just in the alternate universe. I don't know. Maybe doesn't make sense to me, but maybe because I'm not sensible. I don't know. You know, I think you know when you're a black man, you're in a country where you have other men of other races concerned about they say they don't like you because of your skin color, and they don't like you because they say you got a big dick. I mean, that's so all of this is a lot of this is stemming from guys mad that you got to be like what. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, man. They say you don't like your color, you think you're degenerate, and you got to be. What? I mean, are you serious? It is common knowledge that they kind of started putting, dividers in urinals so non-black men can stop looking at other men's meat. But a man will look at another man peeing and go, "Oh, that's why I hate you. I'm gonna make sure your kids never make it. I'm gonna make sure you never have a job. I'm gonna make sure you can never pay anything. I'll make sure you never go on vacation because look at what you're working with. This isn't fair." It's like, are you serious? Like you go through your whole life with a hatred because of that? Oh my god! Like what the? All right, man. Like, look, hey, man. I don't think maybe I just don't get it. Maybe that makes sense to other people. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm living in an alternate reality. Maybe I'm in an alternate universe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Who knew, right? I gotta take it there. You know, maybe the experience of I don't know uh, a black man who's heterosexual is an imminent threat, but a black man who's gay or an effeminate, you know, can be your best friend. I don't get it. Like if a guy likes guys, he's the kind of guy you want. If a guy acts like a guy that likes guys, he's a nice black man. But if a guy acts like a regular man, then all of a sudden he can possibly stab you in the back and slice your throat and sleep with you. You know sleep with your wife and take you home. Like I don't get it. Hey, and what I mean is, you know, it seems like the reality is people want black men to go around and make them feel comfortable, as if we know what's going on in y'all insecure minds. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. Like, so we're supposed to walk into every job and every store and every movie theater and go, oh, I see your insecurity. I'm gonna, okay, shuck and jive and tap dance, jazz hands. Your insecurity too, jazz hands. Your insecurity too, magical jazz hands. Your fears, jazz hands. Like, this makes sense to you? Because it don't make sense to me. And what if I'm not paying attention to you? Am I supposed to pay attention to you because I'm not paying attention to you? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's an alternate universe. You know, 'Cause I never understood walking into an establishment and buying something, or walking into a restaurant and ordering food could upset people. Never understood that. Can I? Yeah, yeah. I want to have a. Yeah, I would like a this, and this. Yeah, thank you. And then people in the restaurant looking at you. How dare you order a meal that I think is expensive? Bro, I'm hungry. Like, what are you talking about? Can I eat? Like everybody on the planet eats, right? Sometimes people like certain things, right? Like, what is the problem? But you're not supposed to be able to eat here because you shouldn't be able to afford it. What? Are you serious? Okay, all right. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to not. I'm supposed to eat chitlins my whole life. I didn't know. I didn't know. I was supposed to, eat pig feet and pig lips for the entirety of my existence because I'm so poor, that if I walked into a steakhouse, my God, he can afford a steak. Does this sound crazy to you? Like if I can afford to buy a steak in a grocery store, I should be able to afford to buy a steak in a restaurant. So why are you looking at me crazy for eating? Like, what is the problem? Or go into, like I said, go into an establishment. You buy, I don't. You buy some clothing. You buy some jewelry. Sometimes people, you kind of, what are you doing with that? What are you talking about? Just buying some clothes, man. What's the problem? Uh, how can you buy those clothes with money like everybody else? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you've never seen people buy clothes before? How can you afford clothes? Like I afforded the rest of the clothes that I got. Like what money? Stupid mother. Yeah, exactly. You know, people see you in a car or buying a car. How could you got a car? I thought y'all all walked with Flintstone feet, like slaves. Like I thought you was all Django. Like what? Okay, I just hey, look, maybe I just I don't maybe maybe it makes sense that makes sense to the rest of the world, and it just maybe I'm the crazy one. It don't make sense to me. I might be the crazy one. You know, so like hey, I remember true story. I remember jogging. I work out a lot. I jog. I remember jogging, and an old white lady walking a dog. Like, oh my God, you're jogging? Like, yeah, I've never seen a black person jog before. And I was like, You never seen, like, I don't know, the Olympics. I don't know, like, any track meet in America. I don't know, a football game, a basketball game, a baseball game. I don't know, a boxer. You know, doing a 24/7. Or they used to have it back in the day when it wasn't 24/7. You never seen somebody training. You never seen any of that. Never in your life. You never seen a black person jog, but yet, really? But I didn't know black people jogged. Are you blind? Or are you stupid? Because I swear to God, if you had sons, or even daughters, and they went to school, and they went to grade school or high school, I'm pretty sure that if your son played sports, they played against a team with black players. I'm pretty sure that if your daughter went to school, she might have been a cheerleader, and she cheered at a game where her team was playing against a team with black players, and there are probably black players on the team. Hey, maybe it's just maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I didn't know the vast majority of the track and field world records were held by black people. But hey, maybe those people never jogged. Maybe they just woke up in the morning with flaming hot Cheetos and honey buns and just said, "Hey, I'm gonna break a world record today." Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe it's just me. I guess it's just me. You know, maybe I'm just living in an alternate reality. You know, in the world that I live in, I've seen I've seen fathers go to family court and lose their children to mothers who was on drugs and in prison, and and the fathers never committed a crime in their life. Maybe it's just me. Hey, maybe that doesn't make sense to me, but I guess in the courts it makes sense. She's a woman and the mother, and she's a black woman and the mother. Sure. Yeah, she did 4 years. Yeah, she was on those drugs, but hey, she's a mother. She's a criminal. And the dad's not a criminal. Yeah, but it's in the child's best interest to be with the mother. She's on parole, sir. She's on parole. What? Oh, hey, maybe it's something I don't know. Maybe it's something I don't know. I when it comes to black men, boy, the rules are kind of. I thought there's certain things that's got you. I don't know. Like can a black man, take the child? Say go to the woman has a child, the black man picks up the child at the hospital. Can a black man take the child? I don't know, you know, just to an adoption center and say, hey man, I don't even worry about the mother. Y'all just send this baby. I don't care. To South Dakota. I don't want no responsibility in this, and she don't need to know I did it. If a black man could do that, you know what I mean? Because I know a black mother could do that. I'm pretty sure, but I can't do that. Because somehow it's wrong if a black father does that, but it's right if a black mother does that. Maybe it's just me. I mean, maybe that doesn't make sense. You know, but I guess it may. I mean, I don't know who it makes sense to. Maybe I'm the only one it doesn't make sense to. You know, maybe because obviously in this society as a black man, it makes sense that a woman can give a child up for adoption. Even kill a baby, beat the baby numerous times on video, right? You know, and still maintain custody of the baby and get a baby away at her convenience. And other people will keep a baby that they know was basically unwillingly given away from the father. Like, dang, that's crazy. But hey, with a black father, don't you got to fight to get your baby back that you never knew got shipped away. I mean, hey, man, I guess that makes sense in America, man. Makes sense in America. I'm the stupid one. I have to be the stupid one in this scenario. The other thing, like I said earlier, they say black men are, and we're not good leaders. We're irresponsible. We're not good with money. Huh? Okay. All right. This country is $31 trillion in debt, and somehow it has good leadership. Huh. If you're a black lesbian, you can have a you can you can get money from the government and all kinds of donors for Black Lives Matter and be completely horrible with money. And it's okay. But somehow, us as black men, we're the fiscally irresponsible people. We're the people that don't know what we're doing. We're incompetent. I, but these other people aren't incompetent, don't know what they're doing. When it's obvious that something's wrong, but maybe I'm in an alternate universe. Maybe they got this spectacular splendiferous plan to where the hero music comes on at the end and all the wrongs become right in one fell swoop. I haven't seen it, but hey, whatever, man. Interesting. In the world that I live in, they have a thing called the manosphere, and male empowerment and male rights and the red pill. And you have non-black men talking about experiences that they don't even experience, that are really black men's experience. And they're going to teach you how to be a masculine man because their little coddled world is crumbling around them that they crumbled. The Western woman in the Western society. Feminism is a white woman thing that white men got on board with. Never corrected it, never fixed it. The West is falling because of, what is it? The lack of moral values. I mean, I don't remember when this country actually had morals. I don't think it ever did, but hey, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe it's just me, because from my experience, this country is not a moral country. It's not a moral country. I'm sorry. I mean, I know y'all think Jesus is coming back, a white guy looking like, Jax from the Sons of Anarchy, but no. I'm pretty sure, it's not going to happen. But hey, maybe it's just me. In the world that I've come to realize and grow up in, I've kind of figured out, when it comes to black men, people vicariously live our struggle the minute that they get life pinches them a little bit. Oh, I had some unfairness. I feel like I can say I'm like a black man now. Somebody did me wrong. As a real man, you have to brush yourself off. What happened? I wrecked daddy's car and he took it from me. And now I have to get a job and work. Sounded like you was stupid. No, it's unfair. Okay. The women, they don't like me. They like the black guys because they play sports and they look at them and they think they're jocks. Bro, you're 45 years old. What jocks are you talking about? It's the blacks. Okay. All right, bro. All right. In the world that I live in, man, brothers get blamed for stuff I never understood it. They're like, we're going to have a race war. What? I mean, y'all got all these guns in America, and y'all, the vast population of America, y'all burnt down over 1,000 black towns. I'm pretty sure it's been a race war. Pretty sure we'll have another one. Okay, well, get in your F-150 and go to the black people and have the purge already. If you want smoke, go get it. You know where we all at, right? Because all the black, we're drinking Hennessy and partying and barbecuing, right? Like, just go get it over with. But I want to have a race war and kill them all, but it's about to be football season. I gotta wait. oh, we're gonna have a race war, but that goddamn Devontae Adams, he's gonna put up at least 1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns. My fantasy team's gonna be a killer. Like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, what? But he shouldn't make so much money. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. You know, maybe the reality I'm living in, I'm seeing something wrong. You know, hey, it is what it is. You know, wow. They say, you know, black boys aren't educated. They don't want to get an education. Yeah, okay. Can I ask a question? Like, me formerly being a black boy, how many of the teachers try to make sure the black boys don't learn or treat them horribly for being smart? I just wanted to know, like, you know, when a black boy raises his hand and answer the question, how many times do the teacher say, okay, go for it? How many times, or do they ignore them? You know, how many times has a black boy actually got a good grade on a test, and they got an A, but they wind up with a C? How many times? I don't know. I mean, you know, these kids' grade point average. Yeah. I know the average ones are average. But how many times have the above average ones been put in the average category? Just, you know, just because. Just asking. Because I mean, that's the society I grew up in as a black male. But hey, maybe, you know, maybe, you know, adult teachers using their position to sabotage black boys in grade school and high school, even though it's a thing, maybe we're going to act like that isn't a thing. You know, I don't know why you didn't go to college. Maybe because I didn't have all the grades. How didn't you have the grades? Because I had a gang of teachers that was giving me bad grades when I got good grades. I mean, that's what I've seen. I mean, that's what I've experienced. But hey, maybe I'm tripping. You know, but who knows, right? You know, in the society that I live in, you know, you're not supposed to assault women and children, right? But that does not apply. Like, if you're a black boy, a grown man can shoot you for doing nothing. You know, that doesn't that like other groups of men prey on little black boys to sucker punch, shooting, hitting with weapons, choking to death. I don't know, and people just they form like boats. Like, oh, we can kill a 12-year-old. Let's get it. Oh, be a man, son. Like, do you? I mean, this is what you do. A real man doesn't try to bully kids. Well, in America, if the kid's a black kid, that's what they do. Cops put guns to your head, you know. That's what they do. I mean, you know, hey, but hey, that, and then people go, that's never happened. That's happened to pretty much, I would say, about 90% of black boys in America. You know, it used to be 100. I will say, you know, it's tapered down, you know, because of all being out in the suburbs per se. You know, more people being out in the suburbs, but and being a little bit more spread out. But in general, oh yeah. If you was raised in a black community, a black neighborhood, you already knew what was up. I mean, it's not like I don't know, if you're a black kid and you're in high school and you go and you're playing another high school that's not black. It's not like the parents aren't calling you nigger and throwing stuff and calling you monkey, and you know, I don't know. And the players are doing the same thing, and the white referees are like, you know, and they kicking you in the nuts and hitting you in the knee, and you know, just cheating. And they got home field advantage, and you're a savage if you respond. I mean, that's the world that I grew up in, but maybe it's just me. You know, told us young boys at an early age what it was about, right? You know, old man in his 40s in the stands, get that near. That number 17, kill that near. You know, coaches in Little League. We playing a black team today, Timmy. You remember all that dirty stuff I said? You can. It's okay. It's okay. You can hit him. You can hit a 7-year-old in the knee. Put the helmet on his knee, Timmy. You trying to cripple a 7-year-old? That's what we're doing. Show him. Like, oh, but if the father catches you in the parking lot and beats you up, he's going to jail for assault, right? Because that's the norm. Like that's what normally happens. I mean, hey, that's the experience that I know. But hey, maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. I mean, that's a black male's experience. But, it's just me. If you think I'm lying, hey, do yourself a favor. Go to any NFL or NBA game and wear the opposing team's jersey. Watch all the crazy stuff you're gonna hear. Just wait. You ain't even got to be on the field. All you got to be is in the stands. All you got to be. You can be there with your little son, your little daughter. Oh, it's gonna be some interesting stuff being said. But hey, that's it's And if you go to boxing or MMA, the same thing's gonna happen. That's just the black man's experience. Hey, it's not like like black men can't walk into a stadium, when black guy and the white guy are fighting, and you're gonna hear cracker, cracker, die, cracker. You're not gonna hear that. They're gonna walk in a black man, Hispanic man, die, being a wet back. Yeah, I hope you go back to your country, you piece of you come from, when you come from a shithole, boy. Like it's not gonna happen. But with these other groups, that's pretty much how it goes. And you're supposed to accept that, and that's the American way. I mean, that's been the experience, but maybe I'm just living in an alternate reality. And these are also the people that you're supposed to praise Jesus with and go to heaven with. Yeah, and be in a long-lasting afterlife. Yeah, God loves us all. But hey, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But, like I said, man, it's 57 minutes in this thing. The game about to start. Y'all tell me what y'all think on the replay, man. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. And if I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping. That's just because maybe it's my alternate reality. But peace.